Hello everybody, this is Shadow Laser here bringing you another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. This is episode 15, and today I promised you we'd get some new allies. Right now, I've thought about which one I was going to see first, and I decided... Wait, I have another quest. Blackwall. Okay. Hey, well, I'll ask what Blackwell wants me to do. It's probably something in the nearby vicinity or a very remote place I'll go to later. Also, it's good to know where in the world he's hanging out, because I had no idea where he was. So he's by the blacksmith. That's actually appropriate.
Have you seen the horses Master Dan sent the Inquisition? They're magnificent.
Better than what you ride in.
Blackwall. Wow, you look weird in those clothes.
Make her look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
I won't lie, I was completely lucky. I have no idea of what happened.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. The breach, the Divine's death, the Wardens. It doesn't make sense. There's so much we don't know.
Your help will honestly be invaluable.
Your experience with the Wardens will certainly be useful.
Mostly the treaties, I expect. Old parchments you're welcome to. What about you? How do you fit into all this?
I want peace.
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Sorry about that, need to drink some water. Blackwall, you said you seem to want me to do something for you. Let me talk.
I've heard rumors of abandoned Warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
Sure. Also, I want to ask a bit about you. I know about the Wardens. Let's talk about you.
I want to hear more about you.
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
Where are you from?
Your name, Blackwall, doesn't sound Orlesian. Marcher then? Ferelden?
I was from the Free Marchers originally. Markham. That was a long time ago. Another life.
So you have a past.
I hear that many Wardens were once criminals.
You're right. When you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way.
You weren't always a Warden?
What did you do before you became a Warden?
I was a soldier, a nobody trained to wield a sword and follow orders. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a Warden?
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden was the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away.
Okay, why did you become a Warden?
Why did you join the Wardens?
Because they remember honor and sacrifice. Words that have little meaning to the rest of us. Because they lay down their lives for those they have sworn to protect. We all need to believe there are such men in the world. I needed to believe I could be one of them.
Okay, never
We can
mind.
continue this discussion at another time.
Very well.
Enterprise and the Dualoyan bunch of artifacts I gotta find. Might as well check, is there any in the nearby vicinity? Nope. So let's now visit these two places. A secluded courtyard or the estate. I want to see Red Jenny first. I'll take Cassandra, Varric, and Solus. Now then, we just gotta wait a moment, and we're about to meet Red Jenny. Oscura, a skull set upon a staff. These artifacts cause magical shards. Oh, it's those things. Okay. Fend off the guards. How about I just kill them?
Or at least.
I'm trapped. Cassandra? Need a little help. Unfortunately, I can't handle close range yet. I should have used ice just then. One down. Enchanted. Oh, warrior. Let's just switch to Red Jenny active just because more accurate.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is that?
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve. Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're kind of plain, really. All that talk and then you're just person. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some say that, but who are you? God damn it, it's bugged. That's better.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you? And what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta get a look at this. Did she actually take... Oh, well, I just screwed up. Take their pants. I love it. I'm liking her. Now they're dead with no pants.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
First, I'd like a real introduction.
Well, how about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
So are you offering spies? Can you provide soldiers? Honestly, I think she'd probably be able to offer me spies.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife. All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. If you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
I want to ask a few questions. Who exactly are your people?
So who are your friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
It's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep, or piss, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid. And someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
Okay, so it's sort of a indirect organization. It's a light level organization. Okay, so why do you ask if I glow?
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
Okay, I'm not sure I want to say this.
You sound like a thief who acts out petty revenge fantasies. And that might be bad?
Oh, right. You want to prop that guy up so I can say my sorries? Bad things should happen to bad people. We find someone not so bad, maybe he'll end up not so dead. Good enough?
But you didn't know him.
You said that like it's obvious, but you didn't know him.
I knew about him.
That's just rumor.
Look, I'd have been fine stripping his guards and nicking his stuff. Turns out he deserved worse. Or was him trying to kill you a good thing? Are you the baddie? Didn't think so.
Sorry, just like to get all my options. But please join me.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway,
Yeah.
Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
I'm not going to have you in my team yet, Sarah. I first want to get Cassandra, Varric, and Solus back together. Still funny, the whole taking off all their pants. I gotta give her that. The Inquisition needs B? I don't know what to say about that except I'm curious. And I gotta look around and find all the goods I can get. Also, where's that guy she shot with an arrow? He might have had something on him. I don't know who she helped me against, but it helped. It didn't cost me anything except looking for a few pieces of stuff. Too many breaches. I think I just picked up all the pits she stole, or at least the ones she could carry. World map. Let's visit the estate. Attending a salon. I've never understood what this meant. I think it's like a ball, maybe, or some sort of fancy rich person party.
Lord Trevelyan of Ostwick, representing the Inquisition.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
You know of me?
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fate.
Madame de Fer?
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
Tell me about the Duke.
I've heard very little about Duke Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the Civil War. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
So what have you heard about me?
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit.
I will kill you.
Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
Let's see. I do want justice for her. What we're doing is probably... The best thing I can say is we're restoring the peace, something no other organization seems to really be trying to do.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
Let him go.
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it.
Yeah, he wasn't worth it.
I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
And I wondered who you were.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Montsimard and Enchantress to the Imperial Court.
What about the Marquis?
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
I will say this already. It's just a pleasure to meet you. You're finally someone with a very good tongue-lashing capability.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Is this business or pleasure?
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
Aww. What are loyal mages?
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Okay, meaning you'd rather I didn't side with mages. Personally, when it comes to that, I'm not sure. Do you support the Circle?
So you're in favor of returning the mages to the Circle, then?
Where else can mages safely learn to master their talents? We need an institution to protect and nurture magic. Maker knows, magic will find neither on its own.
Let's see, I think I already... Wait, didn't I just ask?
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course.
Okay, it's a repeat.
We have not forgotten. I support any effort to restore such order.
What do you get out of all this?
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
Reasonable. Do you support the Chantry is another good question.
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas, and looks after its most vulnerable. Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished so much.
I agree. What assistance can you bring? Actually, but the Chantry opposes us.
You are aware that the Chantry hasn't sanctioned this Inquisition.
The Chantry is leaderless. They're in no position to officially sanction anything.
Finally.
Besides, my dear, if there is one virtue the Chant of Light teaches us, it is forgiveness. Once the Inquisition has sealed the breach, I'm sure the new Divine will not care in the slightest about official permission.
I'm liking you. And what assistance are you What assistance do you think you can bring, my lady?
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Welcome aboard.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivian.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
That sounded slightly ominous, just to be honest. Okay. Red Lyrium, I know. Rogues can deal massive damage but are fragile. True. I think for a moment the game tried to load me into a location I couldn't exist at. Now then, while I'm here... Blackwall, Cassandra, Cullen, Varric, Sera, Deliana, Solus. That's where those two are. Good. Now, I want to take a look at quests that appeared earlier. Not seeing red. That's weird. I know I had an interesting one because of her. Not Lost Souls. Forbidden Orlais. No. Hinterlands. Well then, while I'm here, let's visit some of my new companions. Although I wish I could just ride my horse in here. That'd be fun. That was an interesting stutter. Looks like Red Jenny hangs out in a tavern. Reasonable place. Hello, Sera.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. Hear that? I meant the stronghold, but it sounded like... Well, it's funny, right? Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
There's more going on.
It's not just a war between those two.
Well, sure, the sky has a hole in it, but I can't put an arrow in that. Well,
True.
I have. Doesn't come down. That's weird. And that's the point, right? It's weird and right there, but they still want to punch each other. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
We'll help him see it.
That's why we're here. to help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems
Good
like
point.
believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid. And smells of horse. Really, what everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, all chosen Lord Herald?
I know that won't work. Sounds good to me.
I'm ready to give it a shot. That's all I can ask from anyone else.
I'm in. It's an investment, yeah? Better pay off, too. Stupid war and everything. I had things to do.
Want to talk to you some more. Red Jenny's drop and grab operation available. That must be what I
Chasing the
saw.
Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
No. Tell me about your friends.
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone. Everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind gold and silk. And hats, I guess.
Was there ever an actual Red Jenny?
Is Red Jenny real? Or was she always just you and your friends?
Dunno.
Don't you care?
Not if it works. I mean, red is scary because blood. And Jenny is... Look, nobody fears the bunch of people who do random stuff. And besides, it's easy. Nobles want a bogeyman because they need to believe normal people can't get at them. Numbers, right? It don't have to be so complicated.
That seems so casual.
It seems like it should be more complicated than that.
That's why you be bad at it and why I'm here. You don't want to play, don't play. That's simple too.
What does your group do?
Are you just about pranks and revenge? Or is there more to it?
Well, it's a weave, right? I grease a ballroom, so a wyvern chasing Git has to hunt Sprained. Strangely, handmaids leave his vault open. His heirlooms pay off someone else. Maybe clean streets in Kirkwall, so someone gets something else. Pish, pish, pish. A lot of people eventually get help or a laugh. Or maybe someone dead, if they deserve it.
That's actually good to know.
I'm glad I met you before someone decided what I deserved.
You're no hateful ass so far. I'd just get you with a pie or something. Anyway, assassin's a bard's job, innit? No fun, that lot. They might plonk a noble, right? But only to raise another. Plus, I'm shy at singing.
I expected people from you, I won't
Where are
lie.
the people you promised?
If I knew, they wouldn't be much use. That's sort of the point. Look, unless your baddies are rocks or trees, they have people they use. Cooks, squires, wipers. Yeah, I know, wipers, right? You better believe the one with wipers deserve it, right in the... Well,
Yeah.
anyway. The little people will be there when you need them, in a million little ways.
Okay, so it's strength in numbers.
So lots of little contributions add up in the background, like snowflakes that snap a branch.
What? Sure. Like snow, I guess. Anyway, it just works, most of the time. Friend of a friend and little hints. Mind you, you still have to be smart. Don't bet your life unless you're into that. To be clear, I'm not into that.
Well, as long as it works.
I can play along if it works for you.
You have a choice. Hail the Inquisition.
That's all.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, innit?
Yeah, I'll talk to you more later. Now I'm gonna go visit our new friendly mage. I'll outfit them off camera, I'm thinking, with all the nice, good stuff I found.
Speak only the word. Sing only the chant.
I will take
Then
these
the
injuries
golden
for
city
research
is
and
thine.
Vivian's over here. Hello.
You came from the Circle at Ostwick, did you not? Senior Enchanter Lydia was a dear friend of mine. Were you at all acquainted?
Okay, I'm sorry, but you look weird without your hat. Senior Enchanter Lydia. Let's see. I studied with her for a bit.
Yes, she was one of my instructors.
You are lucky to have studied with her. Lydia had a wealth of knowledge. I understand she was killed by one of her own students when the Ostwick Circle rebelled. I think we both agree that this war must end.
Let's see. This chaos harms everyone. I feel like if I say this, you may not like it.
The war benefits no one. It must end, and order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
That's... honestly, and you'll help decide because I need all the help I can get.
That's why you wanted to be here. To have a hand in deciding that fate.
Wouldn't you? For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
I'll use it to change things, make it better.
If that's true, then I'll put it to good use.
I suppose we'll see. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
But I want to talk to you a little more.
Yes?
Okay. Tell me about the Circle.
I wanted to ask you about the Circle of Magi.
Of course. What do you wish to know?
Let's see. Tell me... wasn't the Circle disbanded?
If the Circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The Circle is an idea, my dear. And an idea cannot be dissolved. Many of the first Enchanters voted for rebellion, caring little that anything short of a unanimous decision would pit mage against mage. Rather than dissolving it, Grand Enchanter Fiona's vote split the Circle in two. The rebels follow her, the loyalists follow me.
Okay. Shouldn't you replace Fiona then?
If you lead all the loyalists, why are you only First Enchanter and not Grand Enchanter?
Grand Enchanters are elected, and since there are no First Enchanters besides myself, no vote can be held. I could name myself Grand Enchanter, but the title holds no meaning now. When the circles are restored, that will change.
Okay, I already know the rest. There's something else I wanted to ask you. Tell me about yourself.
I'd like to know more about you, Madame Vivienne.
Whatever would you like to know?
Where are you from?
Your accent's not Orlesian. Where exactly are you from?
I am from the Circle, my dear. One's country of origin rarely matters there. But if you must know, I was born in Wycombe in the Free Marches. I was sent to the Ostwick Circle, but I transferred to Monsignor while still an apprentice.
Okay. How did you become a courtier?
I'm curious how a Circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear. It takes a great deal of effort to arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine, an advantageous connection that opened many doors. When the position of Enchanter to the Imperial Court became vacant, I was able to secure it.
Okay. Goodbye. Now then, let's see what other options I have here at the War Council. I don't fully agree with this idea of a circle, but maybe it's just because I'm a mage. I don't want to piss off my allies too much is the issue. Let's look in Ferelden first. Red Jenny, they need bees.
Any word?
Nothing yet.
Secrets of Andraste. I'll look into that in a moment. First off, I do not know how someone would come to this idea, but I can see the use. It is a large area to search, however. A memo from Josephine written on a note from Seta. You know what ruins a party? Bees. I know a man who teaches is how to jar them safe but angry. Stingy but no good for honey. but great for throwing. He's somewhere south. Let's see, scribbled a jar of bees hitting someone in the face. Also a butt. If he's peddling them to the fighting forces, my people will find the trail. Or... I'll go with Leliana here.
Let's see what we have.
I have a feeling she and Leliana will not get along. Next up, see, I think it's another repeatable one. I'll let Josephine
At
try.
the surface.
And then Orlais. Oh, utilize the Grey Warden treaties. Spreading word the Inquisition was allied with the Grey Wardens, but messages of support poured in. So I got iron in that. Not much, but interesting. Truth or dare, the Imperial Court, or Red Jenny says drop and grab. I have made no sense of this. The Herald founder, perhaps he can advise. Cullen. A letter from Sarah follows. For your big hat, it's Lord whoever says you're rubbish. His servants don't care, but could drop a few things for them. They'll give Josephine a surprise. I'm thinking scrolls or something. The scribble of heraldic symbols and directions are below. Sarah's name 37 times. Secure goods in favor of the noble. The hierarchy of a middle house. Shall we instead see what this prize might be? I'd rather wait for one of them to be available. Truth or dare? A letter addressed to Vivian open and on the table. A note's been addressed at the top which reads, Josephine darling, you should take care of this V. My dearest Vivian, you cannot have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition, or surely you would never have been seen with them. Allow me, a friend, to open your eyes. People are saying Divine Justinia is indeed alive, but the Inquisition, her closest advisors and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all this chaos on her orders. That is what Sinker Pentagrast and Sister Nightingale, who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate opposition with the Enchanter and cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and Templars at a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape immediately. Proving the Divine's death just to be used against us, we need first to find the source. Let's see, we need to swear the nobles to combat this rumor. Let's see. Honestly, I'd rather one of them again. Sorry, Cullen. So in the meantime, I guess we're good. So after this, I'm thinking I'll get everyone some gear, and she really needs a hat.
And I shall embrace you.
So, okay, guys, this is the end of number 14. And off camera, I'm just gonna get our 3 new friends some better gear on them. I'll get them armor. Not likely gonna have to buy certain things, but we'll see. In the meantime, guys, this has been Shadow Ruler Zero, and I'll see you next time for Dragon Age Inquisition. Bye.